Hello students, I hope you all are fit and fine. And as in the last video, in the last assignment, we have already completed our nouns, but there were a few exercises that were given to you as homework. So first, let's discuss those exercises, and then today we are going to do our English literature. Today we'll start with poem in our English literature. All right. So let's discuss exercises. Alright students, so the first exercise for your homework was E, and this is a family tree. Fill in the names of your family members. Again, your family members' names, how would I know? I have filled my family members' names. You have to do it with your family, okay? Next is G. Write two proper nouns for each of these common nouns. Now I have given proper nouns according to my wish. You can give proper nouns according to your wish also, okay? City, Pune, Jaipur. Pets, dogs, cats. Friend, Savinay, Jaya. Teacher, Shikha ma'am, Sister Vijaya. Country, India, Nepal. Continent, Asia, Europe. Now next is H. Fill in the blanks with suitable collective nouns. Use the words in the box. There are words given in the box. You have to use from these words, okay? The flock of sheep ate up all the leaves, okay? Flock. Second, be careful. There's a hive of bees in that tree. Hive. Third, why is there such a big crowd of people there? Crowd, okay? Fourth, Meena bought a bunch of bananas in the evening. Bunch. Fifth, the band of musicians played some wonderful music. Band. Sixth, mother gave grandmother a bouquet of roses on her birthday. Bouquet. Alright? Now this was not given in your homework assignment, but this is something that we have not discussed. I. Match the words in the box with pictures to make two compound nouns with each word. Compound nouns when we combine two nouns which has completely a different meaning. For example, house is mentioned over there. First is house plus fly, house fly. Second is house plus boat, houseboat. Okay. Now this bow is there. So rain plus bow, rainbow. Alright. Then shelf is there. Book is mentioned. Book plus shelf, bookshelf. Water is given and this is bottle. Water plus bottle is equals to water bottle. Rain is given, coat is here. Rain plus coat, raincoat. Housefly we have already discussed, it is given. Now here, book plus worm, bookworm. Bookworm is the word usually referred to people who read a lot, who study a lot, who are always into their books. So for such people we call bookworm, okay? Houseboat is also mentioned in the example. Now this one, water plus ball, water ball. Now you must be thinking, what is water ball? Water ball is a big ball in which people are placed inside. People are actually people go inside it and then the ball is inflated and then the inflated ball is kept in the water. So this kind of sport is usually found in the places where water sport is very popular. So that's why water ball. Okay. K1. Change the genders of the underlined nouns and rewrite the sentences. One has been done for you. The king dances well, the queen dances well, okay? The lion sat near the cubs, the lioness sat near the cubs. The girl was playing football, the boy was playing football. The prince held out his hand, the princess held out. Now here his is not marked, but when we change a masculine into feminine or a feminine into masculine, this also changes, okay? The pronoun also changes. So here his becomes her. The princess held out her hand. Sir, please tell me your name. Madam, please tell me your name. Now last one. My father goes to office at 8 o'clock every day. My mother goes to office at 8 o'clock every day. That's it, students. That's it for nouns. We have already completed nouns and we are done with all the exercises related to nouns. So today, as I've told you, that we are going to start with poem. And don't worry, I'm not going to give you much homework, or I'm not going to bore you with the explanation part. We'll just read about it and explanation will be done in no time. Okay? So let's start it. So the poem My Big Fat Cat on page number 15. Alright? So as the title says, it is about a cat which is very fat. Alright? First I'll do the reading part, then I'm going to explain this poem to you. Very quickly, don't worry, okay? Read this poem about a lazy pet cat and find out what he likes to do. Now, when a person is lazy and fat, the person definitely likes to rest all the time and eat all the time. Let's see what this cat wants to do all the time. I own a big fat cat, the fattest for miles around. Wherever there's lots of food, that's where he'll be found. He's really good at eating. It's a talent, I suppose. I'm sure if he keeps at it, he would win the talent shows. I own a big fat cat. He weighs at least a ton. He couldn't run to save his life. Yes, he isn't much fun. His favorite room is the kitchen. I'm sure we all know why. He eats just about everything. So that's why, with a sigh. I would like to tell you, teacher, I would like to tell you straight, I might have accidentally dropped my homework in his plate. It is written by Christian Miteau. Okay? Now let me explain this poem to you. I own a big fat cat, the fattest for miles around. Now here, because since at the end of the line a person is talking to teacher, so definitely this poem is written by the speaker here is a child. Okay, so the child owns a big fat cat. The child is the owner of a big fat cat. So now he's explaining about the cat, the fattest for miles around. For miles around means when we're talking about the nearest places, means she is fat at least in the nearest places where I know. So for miles around means here in the neighborhood, means if I compare to the neighborhood, it is the fattest cat. Okay, I own a big fat cat, the fattest for miles around means the fattest in the neighborhood. Wherever there is lots of food, that's where he'll be found. And where is the cat usually found? When there's a lot of food to eat. Okay, now can you see the cat is done with eating and thinking about eating right now also, and sleeping at the same time. Eating and sleeping is the only job he knows. Okay, he is really good at eating. It's a talent, I suppose. Talent means a skill or ability, a natural skill, something that we have since birth. So he is really good at eating means he is very good at eating. He can eat whatever is given to you and he can eat it with a good speed. And good at eating also means that he can digest it well. He is good at eating. It's a talent, I suppose, means it is a quality that he has. I'm sure if he keeps at it means if he continues doing the same thing, if he continues eating, I'm sure if he continues eating, I'm sure if he keeps at it, he would win the talent shows. If he keeps on eating, then he's definitely going to win the talent shows. Because what happens in a talent show? The talent show works according to our talent. It judges us according to our talent. So what is this cat talented at? He's good at eating. I own a big fat cat. He weighs at least a ton. I own a big fat cat means I have a big fat cat. He weighs at least a ton. Weighs at least a ton means that his weight is too much. A ton is a unit of weight. And how much is a ton? A ton is somewhere around 907 kgs. Okay. So obviously the cat doesn't weigh that much, but a ton here means a lot. Okay. He weighs at least a lot here. It means he couldn't run to save his life. Yes, he isn't much fun. And if he is followed by someone, he's that fat that he cannot even run fast. Okay? And that's why, yes, he isn't much fun. Because if a cat cannot run fast, then obviously there's not much fun in teasing it. Right? His favorite room's the kitchen. I'm sure we all know why. When is a person's favorite room kitchen? Either if he loves cooking or if he is a person who loves eating. So this cat, as we have already explained, loves to eat. So that's why his favorite room's the kitchen. His favorite room is the kitchen. I'm sure we all know why. We all know it, right? Why? Because he loves eating. He eats just about everything. So that's why with a sigh. He eats just about everything means he can eat literally everything. Alright. So that's why with a sigh. Sigh means sigh means a long breath to show some kind of sadness or tiredness. Okay, so like we do know, oof, so that is a sigh. So that's why with a sigh, because he keeps on eating, and when he's done with eating, he's like literally full, then he sighs like this. Oof. Okay. I would like to tell you, teacher. I would like to tell you straight. Now here the student is saying, the student is addressing teacher, that teacher, I would like to tell you something. And let me be very straight with you. I might have accidentally dropped. Accidentally means the things which you do by chance. I might have accidentally dropped means I might have by chance dropped my homework in his plate. Now why is the child saying my homework in his plate? Because the child might not have completed the homework. So because the cat used to eat so much, so the child is saying that's why the cat ate my homework also. The child is making excuses, okay? So this again is written by Christian Mitov, okay? So students, as we have read the poem, and it's a beautiful poem and it's a fun poem, and how you know about the eating habit of a cat is explained in it, and how lazy a person becomes if a person keeps on eating and no physical work and all. So that's why this cat also becomes a big time lazy person, a lazy cat, and is just thinking about eating all the time. Okay, and this child also got a very good excuse of not completing his homework. So he said that I think that my homework is also eaten by the cat. But I don't want you people to make the same kind of excuse, okay? So you people will complete your homework on time, and in these holidays I'm not going to give you much work, okay? So what I want you people to do is, I want you people to go through the poem, to understand poem, and to explain it to your parents or your siblings in your own language, and to enjoy this poem, okay? Other than this, kindly complete your remaining work. Those who have not completed, those who are still lagging behind, please complete your work. And those who have completed your work, well. You can enjoy yourself, and also study, please. Okay, do not means be in touch with these studies. Do not just waste your time in playing only, or just just sitting in front of television or mobile phones. Please do not waste your time on all these things. Of course you can watch television also, but please just make a time for watching televisions also, and study also, so that you are completely not in touch with studies. You are at least in touch with studies, and you are thorough with your chapters and all. Okay, so that's it. Take care of yourself and see you. Bye.